In this firearm maintenance series from Brownells, we'll show you how to disassemble, clean, lubricate, and reassemble your Ruger Mini-14. The Mini-14 was designed as a smaller civilian version of the military M14 rifles. It's made in many variants with models directed at law enforcement, target shooters, and sportsmen. As with any firearm, we first need to make sure it's safe to work on. Remove the magazine and retract the bolt to make sure the rifle isn't loaded. Once we're certain the gun is unloaded and all ammunition is removed from the work area, we can begin with disassembly. All you'll need to take apart your Mini-14 is a drift punch. To start, we need to make sure the hammer is cocked and the safety is in the on position. With this done, we can remove the trigger group. Place your punch in the hole in the rear of the trigger guard and pry it up. Then simply lift the trigger group up and out of the gun. Now we can remove the stock by simply lifting it from the rear off the barreled action, being sure to pull it back far enough to clear the gas block. Remove the recoil spring and guide rod by compressing the assembly forward until they're clear of the receiver. Once they're clear, they can be removed toward the rear, separated and set aside. Be careful while doing this, as the spring is under pressure and needs to be controlled until the pressure is released. Newer models of this rifle will have a buffer bushing that can also be removed at this time and set aside. Next, we'll remove the slide handle. To do this, we'll retract the handle until the locking projection on the inside lines up with a disassembly notch in the receiver. With these aligned, the handle can be lifted up and out of the receiver. At this point, the handguard can be popped off by applying a bit of downward pressure on both sides. Now, all that's left to do is remove the bolt. To do this, slide it forward and lift it up and to the right. On some guns, this might take a little bit of wiggling to find the right spot to get it out. Don't try to force it out, as this can damage the bolt. Ruger doesn't recommend tearing down the bolt for routine cleaning, so this is as far as we need to go for disassembly. Now we're ready to clean, and we'll show you how to do that in part 2.